The king is back. The king is back to spit facts. All right. So I'm gonna go on a short little rant. I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be actually, so I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a short little rant. But anyways, um, so I had this brought to my attention. Some idiot says that. See, first of all, I just want to say this is one of the most realistic worlds in terms of storytelling that I've ever experienced. Some idiot says that Avatar isn't a dark world. There's a lot of dark stuff about the Avatar, you know, just series in general and the world in general. With Aang losing an entire race, Katara and Sokka losing their mother at a young age because of war. That's all realistic, real life things that happen to actual people in real life and children. Fucking Zuko being banished by his father, emotionally, physically, and psychologically abused. Same with Azula. She's emotionally abused by her father. What else? I mean, these things happen in real life, man. Ba Sing Se is. I think it's supposed to represent China, but Ba Sing Se or Taiwan, one of the two. But anyways, Ba Sing Se, you have a bunch of poor people, just poor people all around, and then they do these weird schemes where it's like underground shit, like where they go earthbending and shit, and they have to compete for money and pretty much. I'm not saying put their lives on the line, but and there's a lot of what I mean is by that is there's like a lot of crazy shit that goes on in Bossing Say, with the Dai Li agents. If you see the wrong shit, like if you see something or you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, you might just get hypnotized or you know what I mean. Not hypnotized, but yeah, hypnotized like Jet did, right? But anyways, so apparently Avatar is a goody two shoes type of world. And I'm not saying that just because a story has a happy world doesn't mean it can't be good. You can have an amazing story as long as your writing is good, the author's writing. But Avatar has some of the best writing an author can pretty much manage, and it has those dark, deep elements. Not only everything fucking what is his name? Not only everything that Uncle Iroh says is very deep, but there's like a lot of I just named a lot of dark shit that goes on in the world of Avatar. So not only does it have amazing writing, but there's a lot of shit that actually goes on. But this is the thing, it's very realistic, it's very relatable, and you can actually take something from the show. Like you can't tell me none of you can tell me that you can't take anything that didn't resonate with you in Avatar. Whether it was something that Ira said, whether it was something that you had a relationship, like let's say it's not your uncle, but like just your parents. Let's say you had a rocky relationship like Zuko did with his uncle. He didn't It's not that he didn't respect his uncle, but he didn't show his uncle that much respect because he was so he was so into trying to prove something to his father that he didn't focus on himself, A, and B, he didn't actually appreciate the people around him. You can't tell me that. None of you can tell me that. Oh, that's not something I went through. Because you can, even if you didn't go through that, you can take that from the series and apply that to your life to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna learn from Zuko's mistake. I'm not gonna take what I have for granted. The people around me. I'm not gonna take them for granted. You can actually relate to that, and it's very realistic. And the person telling me that Avatar doesn't have some deep dark elements is an Altard, literally some a fucking Attack on Titan tard. But anyways, that's besides the point. I would like to also make another point. Like you have literally Amon and his brother. Um, they I mean, there's so much that can be said about Amon and his brother Tarlok, I believe. Tarlok and I forgot the other guy's name because I think Tarlok is actually Amon's other name. But anyway, anyways, just this one thing I can say is very dark about their character arc, right? Both characters find themselves meeting with each other on a boat, right? After pretty much invading the city and causing too much damage that they don't want to, have to go through and turn themselves in. They've been manipulated as children and they don't even want to continue their bloodline. So not only does their father not have grandchildren, but they ended up the brother ended up killing the both of them by making the fucking uh, boat explode that they were on. I mean, you can't tell me that isn't dark. For a kid show, Avatar is one of the darkest, you know, some of the darkest shit I've ever seen just in general. Not even in a kid show, but just in general. There's a lot of dark, psychological, twisted shit that goes on. Same with like Teen Titans. Teen Titans is an amazing show, but I'm not going to get into Teen Titans. I'm just making an example for shows like Avatar, right? But anyways, yeah, it's just like the same people that will that will tell you, oh, this isn't that dark, will never. First of all, they don't. It's like they don't pay attention to the small details that happen in the series. Like a small detail would be like Iroh becoming the Dragon of the West, right? When Iroh became the Dragon of the West, he had to basically lie to his to his people, the Fire Nation, and say that he slayed the last dragon. I mean, if you think about that, there's so much war in the series, and I'm not saying that that's what makes it good. I'm just saying there's a lot of twisted shit. If he didn't lie about those dragons, then the Fire Nation would have been hunting those dragons still. Zuko probably wouldn't have had a pet dragon like what is his name? Zulon. I think is that his grandfather's name? But anyways, he probably wouldn't have had that dragon. And Iroh had to. Not only did he have to lie about that, but he was crowned the Dragon of the West. So he was basically rewarded for killing pretty much the Fire Nation's um, signature pet. Because you know how the air nomads, they have the bison, the fucking the water tribe, they have the moon, and the moon the moon, yin and yang, and the moon spirit being um, what is her name, Princess Yue, and then the Earth Kingdom having the Badger Moles, and then the fucking Fire Nation obviously having the dragons. So he was basically rewarded and crowned a title for killing something that pretty and the dragons, don't get me wrong, the dragons are not evil. It's not like they eat people. The dragons back in Avatar Wands, um and I know it's kind of this isn't like far fetched, but it's kind of just assuming. But back in Avatar 1's little backstory and everything, we got to see that these dragons, and not only the dragons, but the other animals, the signature animals to that element, they were teaching the people, the elements. They were teaching the people how to water bend, fire bend, earth bend, or air bend. And though they were basically the masters of each element. So he was basically crowned a title and worshipped for basically lying about killing the dragons. I mean, that's nothing to be happy about. That's nothing to be proud about. But that's very relatable. Stuff like that happens in real life. So not only is it not only is Avatar very grounded when it comes to just um just I guess generalizing like psychological and just stuff like that, but it's very relatable as well. It's very grounded in what it does and what it presents. So if you want to argue with facts, I mean, it's literally just facts. Like, I'm pretty sure if I had 100 authors in a room with me and they sat down and watched my videos, they would know that I'm spitting facts. They would say I'm spitting facts because like I said, the way I think, the way I go about things when it comes to storytelling is I go based on first logic, second, I'm not biased. Like I'm not okay. I'm going into the series. I go in expecting nothing. I get surprised. I'm not going into a series, oh, I like this. I like this what it does. And I'm not biased in letting my emotions play a factor or a role in how much I enjoy the series because that's what casuals do. So I go in logically. I go in, with no expectations so I can see the series for what it is rather than thinking with my emotions and pretty much you know, letting my emotions get the best of me. Like let's for example, if I'm watching a great series and a character had to be killed off, like a character that I really liked had to be killed off, but it was perfectly written down the way they killed that character off, and then I get mad and say, "Oh, this show is complete garbage," or "This series is complete garbage," or "This book is complete garbage," because they killed the character that I liked, and that was my favorite character. That wouldn't make sense. That's just me thinking with my emotions. But if I say, "Okay, that was properly and well executed," the way they killed that character off, right? So that's how I look at things. I look at things from a logical standpoint, a writer's standpoint, and from a no expectations, seeing things for what it is standpoint. That's the way that I look at things when it comes to storytelling. And then like an example for video games. When it comes to video games, I expect the gameplay and the game mechanics to be, you know, I expect that to be good because you're playing a video game. You're not playing a movie. You know how Sony fucking tries to make movies out of their video games, like fucking Spider-Man and shit. It's not even a video game at that point. You're just watching a fucking movie because Sony can't make a good fucking Marvel movie, so they have to milk, you know, the fucking shit movies and advertise them through the video games. Basically, I mean, you can't even argue with that because literally everyone knows that Sony makes movies out of their video games. But yeah, I just wanted to open up a open discussion. This is probably going to be a short video, and I just wanted to give some examples on like what makes good writing and stuff. This isn't even about what makes. Honestly, this video isn't even about what makes good writing. This is just about me getting a point across, and I'm trying to like work on a video on reviewing like, because I already watched all these videos, but since I have it in a playlist and I'm not sure if you guys watch it, but I'm thinking about making a video on videos of, you know, that anime snob that he made about some animated series and relative theories as well. But yeah, those are probably my future plans. But as of now, I just wanted to leave you guys with this short discussion. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, obviously. You fucking nerds. But yeah, leave your questions and comments down below. If you have anything particular you want to say to me, you can reach out to me. Fucking, I guess, email me if I ever put my email down, which I never will. So you can't even do that. But yeah, just message me, and then if you want to reach out to me, put your fucking socials down, like your Discord maybe, and then I'll add you on Discord or whatever, and then we can talk on there, and we can have an open discussion rather than commenting on it, to each other 24/7. We can actually just talk, and it'll be easier, and we'll get our points across faster, obviously. So see ya.